Hey, just wanted to bring another video showing off some of my customs I've done throughout the year. Uh, Real quick, Belladonna is not one I've done this year. I just wanted to show her off with some of the ladies in Gambit's life. She was a custom I did after I saw someone online do one. So shout out to them. I have no idea who they are. So if you've done this custom and I've probably seen through some of your pictures, thank you for the idea. It's kind of a bigger body for Belladonna, so I do probably plan to do a new one when I see the right parts come across. I do also need to get a better head sculpt. I like this head sculpt, but it's definitely not a Belladonna head sculpt. Gambit, however, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk on and on about this figure. Absolutely love that figure. But mainly I wanted to talk about Rogue and Mystique. Starting with Mystique, this is what Hasbro should have done with their new release. I used the Sharon Carter body and just swapped out the legs. Painted the arms right up at the top, painted the shoulders so you can see there's a little bit white on the peg, but I don't mind because in my eyes it just continues the white fabric from the top of her blouse. So by doing that, and then I used legs from, I think, a Shield agent because it already had white boots, so I didn't have to do anything about the peg down here. But this came out absolutely beautiful, man. I love this. And with a little bit of, chest showing, nothing wrong with that. That's adds to her sexy vibe. This is one of my favorites, like absolute favorites in my collection now. She's got butterfly. She's got the max articulation. Only thing that she doesn't have is the boot swivel, which I could always go in and modify the ankles, but as is, this is my Mystique, and God, I love her being on the shelf like this. So much presence. Such a simple thing. And then moving on with Rogue. Now this is something I've been trying to do for a long time, customize a really good Rogue. That X Factor Jean Grey finally came in, and so I used that body. So all in all, she's not the biggest body for Rogue, if you know what I mean. But this really just is what they should be doing with any and all female figures. Like, come on, Hasbro. I would go out hunting all female figures if you just gave me articulation that speaks to each character, Look at this. You really can't get a lot of these poses. She just is so much funner to pose now, man. And if you're wondering where I put her on my shelf, no, she's not on my X-Men shelf. This is my Capcom Rogue. That's my Capcom Gambit. So, butterflies, upper rocker, lower crunch, everything, man. I gave her the Toy Biz jacket. Love this figure. If she was a little bit thicker, had more of that, like, muscular look, she would probably be the best Rogue figure out there. But as is, man, I love hanging out with this and just posing it around. Having her and Gambit together, it's non-stop. You're just doing this all day long. You gonna stay for me? Thank you. So yeah, just wanted to show off some more of my customs. Easy stuff. Rogue was a little hard to get the yellow. You have to do it in layers. You definitely have to grind out. Oh yeah, so the legs. I used the 2-pack Rogue that came with Pyro and then just painted up those legs yellow. Matched the green. It was a little bit of work on that Rogue. And that's fairly easy to come by. I can go to most toy shops and get her again, so I wasn't too sad letting that one go and modifying it into a custom. But it's worth it, man. And you guys having articulated female figures in the collection, I mean, come on, Hasbro. It's well overdue. Hopefully this guy is helping you understand what you can do with your collection. It does not need to stay as stagnant as most of these figures are coming out. You know, this articulation scheme is done. It's old. It does not need to be in the books anymore. The new look for female action figures, and I'm totally down for it. Only thing you need to do differently is give us boot cuts and the extra articulated necks where you can move it all around. You know, being able to do everything that we want with heads. That upper hinge and lower rocker, it's perfect. You need it. Everybody needs it. All right. Peace.